Well, this luncheon is made possible thanks to the support of a presenting sponsor, Johnson & Johnson Global Services. We want to thank them very much for their support. And we would also like to give our heartfelt thanks to our trailblazers and champions.
No, I think it's fantastic, and I was very honored for the Center for Women to ask me to MC the event today. Waves of change is so critical because I think you need women to make waves of change to make a difference and make our society better, because women are the ones that seem to know how to get it all done, and thank goodness that they're celebrating two very impressive women today.
Now, this event is especially important because it celebrates women's leadership, and we talked so much about women's leadership this week too, and pays tribute to the courageous founder of the Center for Women, the late Senator Helen Gordon Davis, and that's so memorable.
And it's 1977, and I'm sitting in my little office at GTE, and I get a phone call. And on the other end, this fabulous woman says, "Well, hi, Chickie. I'll meet you at Malio's for martinis at 5:30, okay?" And I said, "Oh, Helen, yes, of course." And then she said, "I've got great news. The bill passed in Tallahassee, the Displaced Homemakers Bill." And she said, "Now we have the money to build the center for the women of this city." And she said it wasn't easy, but there'll be 4 centers throughout the state. And it's so exciting, and let's call it the Women's Survival Center, because in fact, it will be survival for so many women in our community. This event is her legacy. She was just always fun, but her heart was the best part of her. And always and ever, she wanted to help women in any way she possibly could. I think she was a fascinating woman, aside from being a very humanitarian person. She was just plain fascinating. My involvement with the center started 40 years ago. I was the first president of the board. Helen Gordon Davis asked me if I would serve as first president of the board. Helen put it together, the whole thing, the center, her concept, and then she went to Tallahassee and got the Displaced Homemakers Bill started. The idea and the concept that I could contribute to the community, I think that's how I got started with it.
I would like to introduce the Executive Director of the Helen Gordon Davis Center for Women, Ann Madsen.
Good afternoon. It's great to have you all here. I have prepared comments, but I really want to go off page a little bit and say, to really convey to you how important it is that you're here today. It means so much to us. And so thank you for being here to celebrate women's leadership. Our founder, Helen Gordon Davis, had the vision and foresight to create this unique nonprofit so that women could have the resources that they need, not just to survive, but to thrive. The Waves of Change Luncheon celebrates women's leadership. How do we define women's leadership? Well, look around this room. Look in any direction, and you will find it. Accomplished women who give back to the community, and most importantly, devote time to helping other women succeed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad you're here today. Today we have more than 500 people here with us. You have really helped us to make waves of change today. Thank you so much for all that
you have done. Sandy Freedman, and that's who I've known her for many, many years. First mayor of Tampa, wasn't afraid to cause controversy, got so much done, started our city really becoming a great city. And I think I'm very proud of the Center for Women for choosing to honor Sandy Freedman, because she needs to be honored. She's done so much.
And I have covered as a reporter Mayor Freedman for many years, and she was never afraid to rock the boat, and that's how change comes. And that's something that we really feel is a blessing. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce another trailblazer who is making a difference for women across Tampa Bay. So please join me in welcoming Julie Weintraub, who's going to present our award to Sandy.
I first want to thank the Center for Women for including me in your amazing organization and giving me the opportunity to meet the Honorable Senator Helen Gordon Davis before she passed, to have that lunch, and the handwritten card from her remains on my desk to this day. I remember moving to Florida in 1986 and finding out that the mayor of Tampa was a woman. That made a big impact on me, and I'm sure all of us. I'm sure it's not an easy journey, and it wasn't an easy journey for her to make her way there, but she did that with determination, focus, and dignity. It is my distinct honor to be included in this program today and give this award to Sandy Freedman. Can you please join us? We are giving Sandy a solid gold Wave of Change pin from the Golden Diamond Source.
Thank you very much. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not afraid to make waves, and I think this award is so aptly named for women because we have to make waves. And the Center for Women has been doing it for a long time, and it's my privilege to receive this award, especially because of my dear friend Helen Gordon Davis and Gordon being here and the entire family. So thank you all very much.
Sheila Johnson is receiving the Helen Gordon Davis Award, and Sheila is, everything she's done, she's been wildly successful. So to get her to be able to come in for this event and be part of the Center for Women is a huge get, so to speak. We're very excited.
So I'm excited to share with you her incredible story. Sheila, a mother, a wife, a groundbreaking entrepreneur and generous philanthropist whose accomplishments span the areas of hospitality, sports, the arts, education, entertainment, women's empowerment, and community development. Is that an amazing list or what? Just unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our distinguished honoree, Sheila Johnson, and the Poynter Institute's Kelly McBride.
Congratulations. That's for you.
Oh, we've got some spotlights going on up here. Ooh.
It's all right. We look good.
Yeah.
When and how did you start to think of yourself, not just as a music teacher or somebody who was super talented, but as a real entrepreneur, somebody who was building something?
Well, I think there's another word for entrepreneurs called trying to survive. But I also was able to act and really start building my business. And from everything that I earned on stage, I was then able to buy our first home. I learned how to flip real estate, and then end up in a wealthier area of Washington, D.C., in the upper Northwest area, where I was then able to start a business in my home, leave Sidwell Friends, and I learned the tax laws, that if I have a business in my home, I could write off, depending on how many floors are in your house and how much space you use. 1/3 of my house, I wrote off the maintenance on the driveway, the lawnmower, you know. But these are things you learn as an entrepreneur, and anyone that is starting out in business, you have to learn to think outside the box And that's what the arts does. It gives you a broader vision to figure out how to solve problems. You become a real problem solver. So from teaching school, going door to door, that's called hustling, and then you find another way to supplement your income, and then you just meld it all together to create a business.
How do you go from being wife and music teacher to not just entrepreneur, but corporate executive? Because you asserted your influence over BET in a way that made that company successful.
Yeah, well, I had to keep teaching because we weren't pulling a paycheck
Right.
at all. So again, survival. And of course, it's the woman that has to hold it together and get the bills paid. And the men go around and take all the credit.
You opt to keep growing.
I had the resources to now do what I wanted to do.
So you start a hospitality business, you
Yes.
get into the movie business, you buy a couple of sports teams, and then three sports teams, yeah.
But we don't have any more space. I said, no, you're going to create some space. And I get invested, and I'm going to call Earl Stafford, and he's going to get invested too. I said, do not ever do that again.
So you elbow your way in.
I'm in there.
Good.
I'm in there as an investor. This voice back of these young millennials to create new leaders. And we've just really have got to do this.
Because it seems like when you open the door for more diversity in the room where decisions are made for the entire community as opposed to on behalf of a few people in the community.
Exactly. But I do really believe in giving back.
Thank you so much, Kelly McBride, for doing a phenomenal interview with Sheila Johnson. I am going to take that interview. You better put it on your website. I want my daughter. Don't go. No, you guys stay here. And I'm going to show my daughter, who is graduating from high school. Every young woman needs to see that interview. That was phenomenal. Now I would like to ask to come on stage, please, the board president, Chris Jimenez, and Ann Madston for the special award.
It is our distinct and high honor to present Sheila Johnson with this year's, the 2017 Helen Gordon Davis Women's Leadership Award.